I'm James Brown alongside my NFL Today crew. They will be Dan, Bill, Shannon, and Boomer as we welcome you to the NFL Today, CBSSports.com postgame show. Thoughts on the early games today?
Well, first of all, Tennessee, Miami was a big game. And just watching that game for Miami guys, I think they really found a quarterback. And he's an aggressive player. You see how he stands in the pocket, the throws he can make. And that's really what got him in trouble because he threw some interceptions. But at the same time, that's what brought them back at the end. And he made a big mistake in overtime. But I think he's a kid that franchise can really build on. He threw for 349 yards today, but the 3 interceptions hurt him, especially the one in overtime.
I just watched the Kansas City-Cleveland game, and I look at it from Cleveland's standpoint. I mean, the day that Jerome Harrison had, it's unbelievable. He breaks Jim Brown's record. And then Joshua Cribbs, what a special player he is. 2 return touchdowns. he gives a spark. And Mangini's got these guys playing very well. I mean, they go to Pittsburgh last week, win at home, go to Kansas City. And I'll say in Kansas City, Matt Castle went into this game with having the most drop passes of any quarterback. Again, a big thing today that stopped them. Matt Castle is not a big issue. They got to get some receivers around them. I think it's, again, a football team. They have a quarterback I think that they can build with. But again, I think when you watch that game, it was a very entertaining game. Both teams played very hard for 2 teams really are going nowhere in the postseason.
Kansas City got to get some people who can tackle.
No kidding. Well, I want to talk about a team that's not going anywhere in the Tennessee Titans. And I'm thinking to myself, if Jeff Fisher makes this move, maybe 2 games earlier, because this is a hot football team. They've won 7 or 8. You got a 1,700-yard rusher in Chris Johnson. And Vince Young has really played well since he's gotten to the starting lineup. So I'm asking myself, Coach Fisher, if you make this move maybe 2 games earlier, are they in the playoff hunt with some of these other teams?
And their defense got healthy, too. Their secondary got healthy. Their defense is playing well. And you're right. They may be the hottest team in the National Football League.
Young is making throws, too, from the pocket, and that's what was impressive today.
Can I remind you guys that it wasn't Jeff Fisher that made the switch. It was Bud Adams who made the switch. Right? So maybe Bud Adams would have done it 2 weeks earlier. But you want to talk about the word excruciating? It has to be Rex Ryan and the New York Jets. They've lost their 4th home game now. They lost to Buffalo. They've lost to Jacksonville. They lost to Miami. And today it was Atlanta. Their defense has been playing great. It melts in the 4th quarter. They're up and down with their rookie quarterback. They're 7-7. They're essentially out of the playoffs. We all feel like it. And I don't necessarily know that there is a team that has lost more close games at home the way that they have done it. I feel bad for them, but you know what? That's what you get when you play with a rookie quarterback.
But you know what, Boom? If the Broncos were to lose today, you're going to bring the Jets, you're going to bring Jacksonville right back into the mix again now.
More excruciating losses.
And, in 3 field goals, they had a chance. Don't talk about the quarterback. Young quarterback, they're playing good in defense. I know they haven't been able to finish, but the kicking game really is something. And this is a team, the Jet team, like you said, Boom, that's something to build off of. They have a lot to work with right now. A good young quarterback. There's a good future ahead for them.
You know what? You guys are building nicely toward the Super Bowl this year. You guys get fed some raw meat, and you come out strong. Guys, don't argue with these guys. Thanks for joining us on the NFL Today, CBSSports.com postgame show.